1947, Giselle Huff and her mother escaped war-torn France, where 18 members of her family were killed in the Holocaust. She then grew up in America, where she eventually earned a PhD at Columbia University, ran for Congress in 1998, and launched a career in education.
Dr. Huff tells the story of her journey in her book, Force of Nature, the remarkable true story of one Holocaust survivor's resilience, tenacity, and purpose. And Dr. Huff joins us live this morning. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
When I look at your story and you came to this country with $400, do you think that the American dream is possible now in the way that you saw it then and what you experienced?
No, I do not think that the American dream is possible now as it was then, for any number of reasons, but mostly because the world has become so complicated. It's harder and harder to make a dent in, getting success in the world, and it depends more and more on who you know, not what you do.
And you've been an advocate for universal basic income. Tell us a little bit more about your effort and whether or not you think that's possible one day.
My late son, who died of pancreatic cancer in November of 2018, was a principal software engineer who worked on the Model 3 at Tesla. And he was a techie all his life, and he was very worried about technological unemployment. The robots are coming. And because of that, he looked for solutions that would make it possible to transition from the economy we have now to the age of abundance, where technology can produce all kinds of things for very little money. And so after he died, I decided to take up the baton, as it were, and I created the Gerald Huff, his name, Fund for Humanity, which is a small nonprofit where I'm devoting the rest of my life to promoting universal basic income, which is a transitional solution, not a final solution to an economic system that is no longer viable.
When you looked at the education system, based on what I'm reading, that you saw deficits in the way technology was integrated into the educational system and revolutionized it. When you look at the state of education today, what do you believe are the areas that need massive improvement?
It's actually the entire system that requires, it's not improvement, it's transformation, actually. Because the premise of the system is the transfer of knowledge, which is what education has been, since the caves, when one generation taught the other how to make fire. This is no longer sufficient in the 21st century. The transfer of knowledge is available in that little thing that you carry in your pocket that's small, that's the size of a cigarette box, and that has all of the world's knowledge available to you if you know how to find it. So it's no longer enough for schools to teach our children that the Battle of Hastings was in 1066. They need to learn how to learn. And that has to be a transformation of education. And I spent the 22 years that I was the executive director of a small family foundation trying to make that happen. And I thought that the pandemic would give it a boost because, of course, all the schools were closed. But it hasn't, because it requires an incredible mind shift. And it means concentrating on the learning part of the equation, not the teaching part. You can teach your heart out, but if the kids don't understand what you're saying, they're not learning anything.
You see this push in certain parts of the country in terms of education, events that that many find traumatic to look at the Holocaust and slavery and other historical events. How important do you believe it is to provide that learning to children, teaching that to children, in terms of them understanding the world in a larger context?
Well, they say those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it. This is exactly, taking it from a person who lived through the Holocaust and the fact that the Germans were in France for 5 years, and I'm seeing what's going on now, and we are doomed to repeat it. And that's because not enough people understand or know this. So it's incredibly important to learn about history. But learning, again, is the emphasis. You really have to learn, not just read books, take a test, and then forget what you learned.
Well, again, the book is called Force of Nature, the remarkable true story of one Holocaust survivor's resilience, tenacity, and purpose. For more information, there's the website, fundforhumanity.org, and there is her Twitter account. Dr. Giselle Huff, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.